Hello, hello, hello. You with John. I wish everyone peace, love and fun, and welcome to phase 5 of the house. So if you've never seen this before, I know what you've been thinking, what the... And if you have watched it before, apologies. I'm so sorry I didn't get to do videos like I said I would at the worst year of my life. My hard drive broke. My editor ghosted me. So yes, apologies for that. But there's some Eminem promotional stuff. Then it goes into some Family Guy and some Simpsons. Then we've got some Futurama. Then some Extras and Bob's Burgers. It goes around the top, some just carded stuff. And we've got Crash Test Dummies that goes into Masters of the Universe that I put in this aquarium so we can see behind it. Then there's some new Masters of the Universe going into some South Park. Got my towel rug. I really like my South Park, as you can see. And then we'll go into some Marvel. There's all Spider-Man villains, Kingpin, Shocker, Mysterio. Then we've got Punisher. And some Cloak and Dagger, some Black Cat. My stereo finally broke, so now I've got Sandman, Electro there. There was some Lizard, some Doc Ock. There was some Green Goblin, into some Hobgoblin, some Vulture, Morbius, Carl, and then some Venom and Carnage. We've got all the Spider-Man hanging there. We'll go back to that. That's more Venom. Then you got your Spider-Man. I've extended it with that glass there so you get more Spider-Man out. And we've got Gwen, Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, going into some Daredevil, some Elektra. We've got some Doctor Strange. We've got some Moon Knight, that's really exploded last year. Some Attic Warlock, some Star-Lord. Gamora and Groot. Rocket. And Drax and Mantis. Then we've got some Captain America, some Hydra, some Red Skull. Nice, we'll go all the way down with the cap. Then we've got Falcon, Ironheart with some Winter Soldier and Bucky Barnes. Going into a full cabinet of Iron Man, so I've added that extra coffee table up there to get out my extra Iron Man and caps. Then we've got some Iron Patriot, some War Machine, some Mark 1, some Rescue. Then we got some Grey Hulk with some Red Hulk, some Shang-Chi, some Namor. Then we've got Hawkeye, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Shield with some Nick Fury, going into some Ultron, Crossbones, whole bunch of villains, Captain Carter. Then we've got some Claw, some Killmonger, some Black Panther. We go into some Wasp, some Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, some Abomination, She-Hulk, some Black Widow and his Guardians, some Taskmaster, going into some Loki and some Thor. Then we've got some Hulk, which will go into even more Hulk. and then some 4. And we'll go into the kitchen. Got rid of my pantry, as you can see, so I could put all this Fantastic Four and all this Doctor Doom. Might as well stick with the Final Fantasies. Fantastic Four, there we go, finally got there. Then we'll go into some X-Men. Let's go out on that, so that's Deadpool, Wolverine. Going into some Apocalypse, some 90s villains. We've got Silver Samurai, Dazzler, Mojo, Longshot, Spiral, some Bishop, some X2, some Magneto, Professor X, Iceman, Storm. We got some Vision, some Quicksilver, some Magik, some Psylocke. We got up here with Gambit and Rogue, and that's a nice new one, that Gambit and Rogue one. I really like that one. Then we've got Sinister, Cyclops, and some Jean Grey. Which goes into some more Psylocke and some Colossus, because we've got that big Colossus when he's holding the heads. Then we got down here Warpath, some Jubilee, some Borg, some Pyro Blob, Avalanche Toad. And then we got some Jean Grey up here, the Madeline Pryor, Queen Goblin, Black Queen, Nightcrawler, some others. And then we got down here Beast and Emma Frost, into some Juggernaut and Sentinels, that big Sentinel. And now this is my new pantry. And it actually works, so I'm happy with that. And since we're on Marvel, let's continue with the Marvel, which I've had to move into the pool room now because there's that much of it. So we got Thanos now is over here. And there's a lot of Thanos. Then we got his accusers and Ronan, Kang, Annihilus. Was that the Immortals? Nova. And we just got some Gladiators, Space, Modos, Skrull, Inhumans, Yanda, Nebula, and Destroyer. Got some Blade, like that new Blade statue and that nice bust. Then we've got Ghost Rider, more Ghost Rider, Miss Marvel. Some Beta Ray Bill, some Korg, some Taserface, some Howard Duck. Now we'll just go into some Avatar. James Cameron's Avatar. Those nice big ones. Then we've got Star Wars. So we've got the new Cade Bane bust and statue. Which will go down into some clone troopers. Then we've got the Bounty Hunters and Ewoks. Some Lando and some Chewie. Some Han and Leia with more Chewie. Which will go into some Boba Fett up there. Then we've got Jabba and Luke and some General Grievous. Some droids, some pilots, the Cantina and the bar and the musical guys. Then we've got droids, some R2, some BB-8, some C-3PO. With some Jawas and some Sand People. And that just really hasn't changed. It's a whole bunch of blasters. You got Rogue One, Rebels, then some Jedi, with some Baby Yoda and Mandalorian. Going into some more Yoda and Mace Windu. Then we've got Qui-Gon, little Anakin, teenage Anakin, some Obi, oh, some Ahsoka. Then we got some Vader, which goes into some Stormtroopers with more Vader. Then we got Ventress, Dooku, and some Darth Maul with Genosha back there. Some Inquisitors, the life-size Darth Maul and Jar Jar Binks, and then Force Awakens and the new ones behind there because I'm not a big fan of it. Doctor Who, into some Star Trek. And that leads us into some Street Sharks, some Extreme Dinosaurs, and we've got Men in Black, Independence Day, with some more aliens. Right, so some Alpha up there, random heads, and just some random aliens and stuff. More aliens, X-Files because of aliens, the Starship Troopers, and we've got War Planets, Mighty Max. Then we've got some Avatar, there's some Korra, some Zuko, some Toph, some Appa, Katara and Sake, Ahsoka, and Avatar. Then we got in here Matrix with some Mars Attacks. Then we've got Gungan up there with some Lost in Space, some Robotech, some Thunderbirds. And we've got these cool anime statues I have no room for because the anime room is full. Let's go have a look at that now. This is the hallway. But that's the anime room and Transformer room. So we got and you've got Dragon Ball Z. A fair bit of Dragon Ball Z. And we got Naruto. And followed by One Piece. Some random anime with some Sailor Moon. Full Metal Alchemist. Cowboy Bebop. With some Digimon. And more Digimon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Racer. Astro Boy. Ultraman. Hero Academia. With some Demon Slayer. That will just go into some more anime. Then some Pop Mart, Togepi. With some Zoids and that. Before we go there, we've got these anime statues. These are X-Men anime statues. And then some random animes in the middle. But then we're going to get into some robots. Some Z-Bots, some Beast Wars, bringing us into some Transformers. And these are all my Decepticons so far. We got Soundwave and Shockwave, Astro Train, a few others. And then the movie ones, Insectoids, Galvatron, and there's some G1s, and some Autobots. And it's got some Sharkticons, and Unicron, more G1s, some Dinobots, that's some movie Transformers. And there's just some robots. Then we've got Megatron and Starscream with Optimus and Bumblebee. And there's a lot of Optimus and Bumblebee. And we also got some Voltron in there. Moving along, let's get out here. We'll go into the bathroom because that's not even safe. There's all some fish picked up there. And you've got the rubber duckies that are growing. Then we've got the spare room where there's DVDs from each side. Then we got some Seinfeld, some Lost, some Waterworld, some Austin Powers, Sons of Anarchy, Crow, Twilight, Reservoir Dogs, Gremlins, some Green Hornet, some Scarface, American Psycho, Judge Dredd, some Spirit, which goes into some Sin City, Mork and Mindy, Demolition Man, Kick-Ass, Hunger Games, Planet of the Apes. Then we've got over here Big Hulk Hogan, some Jaws. I'll get back to that. Beetlejuice, Mask, Vampires, Werewolves, Frankenstein, The Stig, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Imaginary House, some Mad, some Rage, Double Dragon, Pee Wee Herman and the Jaws. Then we've got Ash, Evil Dead, Zoran, V for Vendetta, some Watchmen, Sucker Punch, Shaun of the Dead, and we've got Stargate, New Stargate, and Wizard of Oz that really grew. Then we've got Aliens and Predators, cabinet that used to be an old linen, towels and blankets. I was like, get out of here, towels and blankets. I've got some Predator and Alien to put out there. Then we've also got RoboCop. This is all new. This used to be the laundry cupboard. I've ripped it out and I put some Firefly, some Breaking Bad, some John Wick, some Rocky, some Fifth Element, some Rambo, A-Team, with some Pirates of the Caribbean. Then here we've got Big Bang, The Office, Charmed, Wednesday, going into some Buffy, and Angel. And it's just all pops around there, which goes into Stranger Things, and then Terminator, then we've just got randoms like Napoleon Dynamite, Duck Dynasty, Hook, Back to the Future. Then the toilet's not even safe. I've got all these turds now on the shelf. And then all the poos have gone here to the side now. And just a whole bunch of toilets there. Then we've got outside. And where do we start here? We might as well start over here at the gaming section. So we've got some Assassin's Creed. That goes into one of my all-time favorite games, Final Fantasy VII. Then we've got some Fortnite, into some Skylanders, and that's just another Naruto statue I've got no room for. Five Nights at Freddy's, just some randoms. Then we've got Sonic, which will start from Knuckles. Tails, some Dr. Robotniks, then we've got Pac-Man, some old school gaming, some Zelda, some Kirby, then we've got Donkey Kong and Yoshi, with Luigi, Princess Peach, Mario, Toad and some others. Then we've got Crash Bandicoot, Mega Man, and some Street Fighter. I got some randoms there, but since we're on Street Fighter, I might as well go to Mortal Kombat. And some Bruce Lee up there. Sticking with gaming, we've got Pokemon, which I have to move because I got a lot more Pokemon to come. It's just didn't get my extension done. And we've got Minecraft. That will go into Roblox. And just some Amiibos, some more Pokemon, some Witcher, some Cup, some Enchanted, some Fallout. Then just random Skulls and Bones, some Day of the Dead stuff. Then we've got Skeleton Warriors, just because there's a whole bunch of skeletons. Then we've got Captain Planet with some Toxic Crusaders and some Biker from Mars. Then we've got Halo, Kingdom Hearts, some classic Tomb Raider, and then a whole bunch of just other gaming statues, Gears of War. And over there we've got some E.T., Danger Mouse, Duckula, Dilbert, Paddington, and random stuff. God of War, Labyrinth, Kiss, Dragonflies, Farscape, Reboot, some Tintin, some Crazy Taxi, Earthworm Jim, Bucky Barnes, and just some more random gaming statues and some Pacific Rim. Then we've got the M&Ms. Then we've got Hellboy with some Batman, some Cyberpunk. Since we're on Batman, there's some scary Batmans down there. Then there's Jokers. There's Jokers up there. Then we've got Batman. Some Batman villains. So Bane, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, Two-Face, Deathstroke, Penguin, Catwoman. Then some Harley Quinn. There's a fair bit of Harley Quinn. With some Poison Ivy at the top. And we got more villains here. They're just vehicles. More vehicles. More vehicles, which is Shazam at the bottom. And we've got Huntress, Red Arrow, Green Lantern. That broke, that cabinet. Boo. Aquaman, Martin Marsh Hunter. We've got Superman, Wonder Woman. Robin, and Batgirl and Batwoman. Might as well go over here. We got some pirate stuff. Going into some knights. We got dragons. We got Raya, How to Train Your Dragon. Some wizards, some fairies. And we've got some crocodiles down there. And we've got some Roman stuff. Some 300 soldiers. More dragons. And the crocodiles, and we've got this frog bit and this outside bit that's getting done that I haven't got done yet. All these suitcases. This is outside. The pond got a hole in it and leaked. Boo! There's my mushroom garden. Then we go out here. Then we've got some Madagascar, Angry Birds, some Home, Transylvania, Kung Fu Panda, Secret Life of Pets, Boss Baby, Minions. We've got so many more Minions to come out. Then like Over the Head, Peabody, Ice Age. Then we've got the Trolls. Then Old School Trolls. Warrior Trolls. Into some Dino Riders. My childhood toy. One of my favourite collections. And we've got down here some Phantom, Dick Tracy, Indiana Jones, Zorro, Hercules and Xena. My childhood family show on Saturday night. Then we've got King Kong, Godzilla. I'm not going to go in here. Then there's just some Tarzan, Fantasy Toys, Conan, and just some ninjas down there. Then we've got Game of Thrones. Which will go into some Lord of the Rings. Some Frodo, some Golem. Which goes into Fantastic Beasts. Which goes into Harry Potter. That super big Harry Potter pop. And we got some Lego. Now we're into Disney, where we've got The Lion King. We got Cars. Goes into Planes. Inside Out, Bugs Life, Frozen, Aladdin, Zootopia, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tarzan, Brave, Big Hero 6, Stitch, Hercules, Nightmare Before Christmas. And we've got Tinkerbell and Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, 101 Dalmatians, Wish, Penguins, and we've got The Good Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Little Mermaid, Ariel, we've got Red Panda, Mary Poppins, just some randoms, some Shockwave, then we go back into some more. Little Mermaid, more, and then dinosaurs. Then we've got Who Framed Roger Rabbit with Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Then we've got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, some Tailspin, some Mighty Ducks, Lady and the Tramp, the Aristocats, Emperor's New Groove, Moana. Then we got Mulan, Pocahontas, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, with some Rapunzel, Cinderella, Monsters Inc., Wreck-It Ralph, Wall-E, Incredible, sorry. Then we've got Toy Story. Thinking the characters and the dinosaur. We got Bo Peep, then Woody, and Buzz. And there was a lot of Buzz, actually, as you can see. Then we've got Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, Tigger. There's a big Winnie the Pooh now. We've got Minnie Mouse, and Mickey. Going into Goofy, Daisy Duck, into Donald Duck, and Huey, Dewey and Louie with some Pluto, and a big Baloo with some Land Before Times, some Anastasia, Ron Goes Wild, Flubber, Ratatouille, Stuart Little. Now we've got some Smurfs, some Gargamel, Smurfettes, Rapidos. Then we've got Ninja Turtles, so we got Casey Jones, Shredder, April O'Neil, a lot of the 80s and 90s ones in this cabinet. Then we've got very dusty, I have to clean it and move it because it is outside. I've just got nowhere else to put it. Waiting on that extension that got denied by the council. Boo! But I am finally get it done. I'll show you at the end of the video. Then video shredders, Bebop, Rocksteady, some foot shoulders. Then we've got all here that's tubs that needs to come out. So then we got Cartoon Network, Dexter's Lab, Courage, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Fairy Godparents, Ferb, Gumball, Rick and Morty. And we've got up here some Robot Chicken, some Team Aquaforce, Ghost Case Samurai, Battlestar, Thundercats, some Tick, some Garfield, then we've got Ben 10, into some Adventure Time, some Yogi Woody Woodpecker with some Flintstones, Bravers Warriors, Inspector Gadget, Regular Show, some Hanna-Barberas, some Popeye, and we've got some Powerpuff Girls, Tom and Jerry, then we've got some Fraggle Rock, some Miraculous, those guys, Cat in the Hat, and that. Some PJ Masks, Bananas and Pajamas Bluey, excuse me. And we've got the preschool wall with Blue's Clues, Fireman Sam, Peppa Pig, Octonauts, Dora, Ryan's World, Paw Patrol, Bob the Builder, I already say that, Mr. Men Barney, and here's just old school stuff. Then you've got that, to Snoopy, Sesame Street, and a whole bunch of others. Then we've got here the Nickelodeon cabinets. So we've got all SpongeBob, Rugrats, Are Real Monsters, Ren and Stimpy, Wild Thornberries, Rugrats. We've also got some Thomas down here. Got some Space Jam, new Space Jam. Then Warner Brothers. And old school Space Jam. With some Wallace and Gromit. Chicken Run, Shaun the Sheep, Gumby. Some Small Soldiers, some Scooby-Doo. Some Ghostbusters, some Casper, just some random ghosts and monsters. And we've got Monsters in My Pocket, Zombies, Goosebumps, the Jitsus, Treasure X, and some Muscle Men. And that monster series going into Monsters in My Pockets. Then we've got some Moose, some of that TV stuff. And these are just all the randoms, Monsters with Monsters. And then we've got the Rescuers. Go into some police and firemen, some army men. Random men, then we've got wrestling. And to some Action Man. More Action Man, then we've got G.I. Joe. I've got so much more G.I. Joe to come, it's just got nowhere to put it. Same as Power Rangers. Then we've got just random dinosaurs on this shelf here. That goes all the way around. I've also got this, which has just got some seals. because I've got all that now. That's got all dolphins, whales and sharks in it, and octopus and crustaceans. With the animal wall, where I've got My Little Pony, it goes into just ponies and farm animals. Then we've got birds and African animals. Some Asian, some tigers, some pandas, some bears. We got some Aussie animals. And then there was some pets. And now this is where the extension was supposed to come. I wanted to get all this undercover, but the council said no, so boo. So hopefully phase 6, this will be what we see next. Then there's a whole bunch of stuff in tubs that I've got to get out. So there's a lot to do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Video next week. We're just going to break it down and do a deep dive. So we'll start at the front. I'll roll it slower so we can see everything I have, because as you can see, I've got a lot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and yeah, I know, next level, right?